I have the tastiest bean stew for you to cook today. Made and packed with flavors, super quick and easy to make, and I know you and the family are going to love it. A very warm welcome to the channel. If today is the first time here, my name is Yummy Cash, and to my returning subscribers, I say a very big thank you for coming back, liking and sharing it too. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. Okay, so to begin with, I have to wash the beans very well. By so doing, I pour in some water, bring the beans to a boil for some time, and then I will drain the water out from the beans. Once again, I will add another water, give it a stir to wash the beans very well, and then drain the water out from it for the second time. So I'm going to add enough water again and then stir to wash the beans very well. Now you can use your hand, but I wouldn't advise you to use your hand because the water is very hot, and also the beans floating on top of the water, I am going to scoop everything out and throw them away. Basically what I'm doing is washing the beans. Now there are different ways of washing beans. Feel free to wash your beans the way you like it. And at this point the water is clean. Now I am certain the beans is well washed, so I will add a little bit of salt to it and cover it. Take a look at the water I drained from the beans. Look at the color of it. Very dirty, right? And this is the second water. You can see the difference, right? Okay, now the beans is almost done. It is about 80% cooked. I will still cover it and let it cook for some time. Now whilst the beans is cooking, in another pot I will add enough palm oil to it. You can use canola oil, sunflower oil, in fact any type of oil that you prefer, but the most popular one that we all know is palm oil. I heat the oil for some time, add enough onions to it, and then go in with some koobi powder. Now I will give this a very good stir, cover it and allow it to fry for about 5 minutes. If you want to know how I made the koobi powder, please, I'll leave a link down in the description. You can check it out. This is after 5 minutes of frying the onions. I give it a quick stir, cover it once again, and then let it fry for additional 5 minutes. Now the onions are well fried, aromas are percolating in the air. I add in tomatoes, some powdered pepper or cayenne pepper, call it whatever name you want. Give it a very good stir. Now when it comes to the tomatoes, you can blend it or you can cut it like how I did mine. I leave it on fire to simmer for about 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes I give it a stir. I am going to cover it again and let the tomatoes cook very well, which can take about 5 to 8 minutes depending on how high or how low your heat is. Alright yummies, it's been about 12 minutes thereabout. I give it a very good stir. You can see the tomatoes are well fried, right? That is exactly what we are going in for. And at this point I'm going to add in the protein of my choice, and I'm using smoked mackerel. Please feel free to use any protein of your choice or any fish of your choice. Give it a stir, and then I will start adding in my spices. There are certain foods it is best to add little and simple spices than to go heavy on it, and one of it is bean stew. So the only spice I added in is some white and black pepper powder and some homemade seasoning powder. Then I added a little bit of salt, and then this is the game changer. That is chicken stock. Oh yes, it is going to lift the taste and the ball game of this recipe to the next level. You will be amazed. And also, there is some caution I would like to give, that is the addition of salt and seasonings in the stew. Please be mindful of the amount of salt you add to it, because the stock contains salt. The koobi or the momone also contains salt. So when adding in seasonings or seasoning powder, please be mindful and be cautious of it. Now I add about 5 pieces of basil leaves. Oh yes, you can imagine the aroma of it. I give it a stir, and then at this point I cover it and allow the beans to relax very well and cook properly. And this is the final product. Tastes absolutely good, smells really, really good, and I know you are going to love it. Thank you so very much as always for watching this video, and I hope to see you around next time for another great recipe. Until then, always remember to do everything in love, and whenever you think food, think yummy cash. Choose.